What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another car feature video. You guys remember a week ago we did a video with Lewis's 300Z? Well, this week we're back with another one of his cars, and this one is a bit of an old school one. So this is a Datsun 180B.
Yep, that's it, Triple S, so she's a coupe.
This thing is pretty unique. I can honestly say that I've never seen one of these things in my life up until now. You've had this thing for quite a while, a bit longer than the 300Z, right?
Yeah, this one's probably, the best guess would be about 17 years now, but it's getting up there, yeah.
So you brought this, 17 years ago for $1,600?
Yep, that's it. It was just a lucky deal on Trade Me, and never looked back. It's just been a good, solid car.
You've even dailied this thing for a number of years as well at one point?
Yes, probably around 7 to 10 years on and off dailying it. Once I got my wee 1600, I sort of stopped dailying this so much, so I just shared the role a bit. But yeah, now she's definitely had its fair share of use, long drives and what have you.
So this thing is pretty much completely original, right?
Pretty much, apart from the paint job that I quickly did to seal her up and stop it from rusting away. Yeah, it's pretty original. I've retrimmed the seats moons ago, and I've had that much use that now they look original again, so it's all good.
What engine is it, this?
It's a L18 Triple S, pretty much gives it a slightly bigger cam and twin carbs, so yeah, they're a good car in the day, and the rally drivers love them. They thought they were great.
What made you want to buy this car?
Pretty much, I had a Mini Clubman and decided that was just a bit too small to hold, and been seeing a lot of Rotaries and stuff like that coming out, and loved the Datsuns. 1600 was my favourite poster car. I thought, when I saw this on Trade Me for $1,600, you see Triple S, you know it's rare. So I was like, oh bugger it, I'll put a bid on it and see if I win. And sure enough, my bid was the only bid essentially, so I won. And I didn't even know what they looked like. Google hadn't developed much of an interest for a 180B Triple S, so you couldn't find any pictures of them. Sure enough, now if you search 180B Triple S, you'll pretty much only find pictures of this car.
Yeah.
There's plenty of internet fame.
So this is a 4-speed?
It's meant to be a 4-speed. I've put a 5-speed in it, just because they're just horrible things to drive with a 4-speed. Yeah, they're meant to have 13-inch wheels too. So
what wheels are on this?
They're 15x8s. They are a replica of the Watanabes. Once again, couldn't afford the real ones, so got the good enough ones. Pretty much that, and the sound system, and that's about all it is that's been changed on it.
It's really cool. This car has really nice body lines.
Yes.
The front end of this thing it just looks so cool.
Looks angry. I like the way the 70s cars all look very angry. This car's got all the charm of having pillarless windows. They're noisy as hell. But it is very cool on a hot day. You can wind all 4 windows down. It's just open.
Oh, do these back ones roll right down?
They roll down, yep.
That's cool.
It's just completely open. Very cool old car. It's definitely one of my favourites.
You're saying you've taken this thing on like long trips and stuff. You went out taking this thing up to Tauranga, did it miss a beat?
Yep, no, I took it all the way to Tauranga for the old school nationals. Come away with best coupe for the weekend, and yeah, didn't miss a beat. I've never had any real mechanical issues with this thing. I can say it's really been the most reliable car I own.
And you went and you're saying you brought some wheels or something off the old owner.
Some needles for the carburetors.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, I was just giving it a tune-up, a bit of a birthday, she's old. And bought some needles off a fella. I didn't even know he'd owned this car. But when he saw the car, he knew straight away he'd owned it. So he begged me for a drive, so he took for a hoon around the block and whatnot. And then he takes me back to his house and he produces all these photos of it from the 80s, very early 80s of it. Original wheels and everything. It's just insane. So I've got a copy of all those photos back at home. It's a cool thing to own.
Might try and get some photos of those and get Mike to chuck them up on the screen for you guys.
Yeah, I think they're all on the internet, so I'll just grab them and send them over to you. It's no worries. But yeah, it's all the same number plate, so
yep.
I think all my cars have the original number plates apart from the 300ZX. That's had a few personalised plates.
When you got the old spotties, you don't really want to change them, do you?
No, I love the old black plates. They're a good thing. Busy old road. It's a bit of a head turner, this one.
Yeah, I was noticing that when we were following you earlier, that young, old tourists.
Pretty much because it's unusual. You don't see them. They're They're probably halfway figuring out what it is more than anything.
Yeah, well, like I said, I honestly, when you sent me a picture of this, I never seen one of these before. It's definitely a pretty cool looking car.
Yeah, I'm pleased I scooped it up when I did. Took a whim and did it. I've had people offer me money everywhere to take it. They want it.
So future plans for this thing, you want to pull the motor out, rebuild it?
Yep, pull the motor out, rebuild, probably put flat tops in it because it's technically meant to have them. It was just missed out on all the emission stuff, so it got the dish pistons, lowered compression, all that crap for the emissions. So the very earliest model of one of these actually had a very high compression motor and went bloody hard. They were a good car. And pretty much give it a full paint job again. It's really only been done over the top of the original paint, so give it a full sandback, bare metal, give it a proper resto. It's worthwhile doing, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'll decide what I do with it. Probably hold on to this one forever.
Yeah, no, this definitely seems like a forever car.
The 1600 will probably fund my future dream.
Yes, you want to get a Ferrari one day.
Yes, yeah, it's quite funny, a Ferrari dream driving Datsuns around. It's far from each other, aren't they, really?
Well, the 300Z, if you weren't into cars, you might had some Ferrari badges. Don't think anyone would tell the difference.
They definitely got the sporty look.
You were saying before you had some like real JDM spec tail lights on this thing at one point, but you got offered a ridiculous amount of money for them.
Yep, yeah, everyone kicks me every time they see me and say you shouldn't have sold those, but shit, when you got a wedding coming up and you need some money quick, parts off a car aren't that hard to hold on to really when you offer that much money.
I suppose parts for this would be few and far between, no matter what they were.
Yeah, no, I actually am quite surprised at what's around. Australia seems to be the place to get parts from if you need them. I thought I was going to have a hell of a time when I had that car back into me. I thought, shit, she's going to be a nightmare to get parts for, but no, we managed to find all brand new parts from overseas. And
you had someone back into your front passenger side, didn't you?
yeah, very unintentional. It was a freak accident, but nobody's fault. No one was actually in their vehicles, which was the scary part.
Oh, real?
The car just jumped into reverse and decided to reverse into the car, so it was a bit of a down buzz for everyone. It was the first time it had seen the road ever, and first time this had been on the road in 3 years, so it was a bit of a bad omen for the weekend, really.
But you actually had the chrome front bumper repaired, didn't you?
Yes, they managed to straighten it out and re-chrome it, so it's better than it's ever been, so that's good. It's just a really good old survivor. God knows how many Ks it's done. It's been around the clock a few times, I think.
Only 5 digits.
Yeah, it's only done 20,000 at the minute.
It's 20,000 original Ks.
Yeah. I'd say you'd have to add at least 200 to that. Pretty sure it was over 100 when I got it. Well, it was at 70,000 or something when I bought it.
I suppose you probably would rack up quite a few Ks in 17 years of ownership.
That's right, yeah, and quite a few years of daily and
yeah, definitely.
to and fro Christchurch as well. I used to go up there virtually every weekend. God, that person's stupid.
You guys couldn't see that, but someone may as well have just ran a red light then.
Yeah.
Right in front of us.
She's just no speed demon. She's just loud and obnoxious.
Cars like this though, you don't really want them to be fast. You want to just go and cruise and...
Yeah, she was a long trip to Hamner.
I can bet.
4 people in here. You can imagine the ride height goes down, the comfort goes down as well.
It's actually quite funny the amount of rear camber that this thing has.
You'll see it in the video, I'm sure.
Yeah. So has this been lowered at all, or is that just...
Yeah, she's probably been lowered a good 100 mil. They're so very high from factory. I don't know why. I guess that's just the way they go.
Right guys, that'll probably wrap it for this one. Cheers for watching. I'll link Lewis's Instagram in the description below, so go check him out, give him a follow. But yeah, that'll be it for this one. Cheers for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.